The afternoon sun reflected off the lake's surface, sparkling like molten gold, as Karen, audacious and reckless as ever, decided to escalate her harassment once more. This time, she sent an HOA officer to pull a gun on me for refusing a car search, convinced that her authority, entitlement, and audacity could override law, preparation, and personal rights. She could not have been more wrong. What she did not anticipate was that her audacity was about to collide with vigilance, authority, and consequences beyond imagination. I was alerted immediately by the cabin's advanced security system. Cameras tracked every movement of the HOA officer approaching the property, while Max growled low, padding silently along the driveway to intercept any reckless intrusion. Every inch of the perimeter had been fortified with sensors, alarms, and physical barriers, anticipating the exact scenario Karen was attempting. The officer arrived, gun drawn, shouting commands that he assumed would compel compliance. "Step out of the vehicle," he barked, audacity replacing judgment. Karen stood nearby, confident that her boldness and perceived authority would control the situation. I stepped out calmly, hands visible, and met their eyes with unwavering authority. "This is private property," I said firmly. "You have no right to search this vehicle. Any attempt to enforce this without my consent is illegal, and I am fully prepared to respond accordingly." The officer's audacity faltered for a moment, but Karen tried to manipulate the situation. "He has to comply. He's violating HOA rules," she shouted, her voice dripping with misplaced confidence. But every action they took had already been anticipated, documented, and neutralized. With a calm and deliberate motion, I signaled to Max and secured the vehicle's surroundings. Cameras recorded every movement, every reckless attempt, and every audacious action. The officer realized immediately that he had overstepped boundaries, and Karen's audacity was now exposing both of them to legal consequences. Law enforcement was alerted preemptively by our system. Within minutes, officers arrived, reviewing footage, property rights, and the situation. The outcome was decisive. The HOA officer had no legal standing to demand a search. Karen's interference was unlawful, and their audacious attempt to intimidate had failed spectacularly. By mid-afternoon, calm had returned. Max patrolled the perimeter, ensuring no further intrusion could succeed, while I reviewed all security footage to confirm that every precaution and contingency had worked flawlessly. Karen had retreated, humiliated, and legally exposed. Her audacity had been decisively neutralized. Sarah and I walked along the lakeside, reflecting on the day's events. Every reckless attempt to manipulate, coerce, or intimidate had been countered by preparation, authority, and foresight. Karen's boldness had collided with consequences she could not avoid, leaving her powerless and fully documented. As the sun set over the lake, painting the water with hues of gold and crimson, the property, vehicle, and family sanctuary stood serene, untouchable, and victorious. Karen's audacity had been decisively defeated. Every intrusion, reckless act, and attempt at coercion had been met with preparation, authority, and law, leaving her powerless and fully exposed. The lake cabin, the property, and the family sanctuary remained untouchable, a permanent testament to vigilance, preparation, and legal authority. Boldness without preparation or legal grounding carries consequences far beyond expectation. Karen had been defeated utterly, and the sanctuary remained secure, serene, and untouchable.